Alright, so the first thing you want to do is collect all your materials. You'll need a gallon or half-gallon jug, a knife, potting soil, and your seeds. In this case we have some spinach seeds. First thing you want to do is cut little slits in the bottom of the milk container. This will help the drainage, help the water drain out of the container. And it's very important, you don't want your plants to be sitting in water, their roots in water. So yeah, just make about 4 even-sized slits in the bottom. Right now I got my slits in the bottom and ready for the next step. The next thing you'll need to do is cut the milk container right in half, right underneath the handle, to give the plants enough soil, the roots enough soil for it to grow healthy. You want to leave a little sliver on the back of it to almost act like a door to keep it closed and open it when it gets warm. It should look about like this, and it'll have, as you can see, a little flap to close and open it. Next step is to fill your container with your potting soil. You want to fill it up to just about the very tip top of the container. Okay, now you got all your soil in there. The next thing you want to do is break up any larger pieces of the soil that might be in the container to kind of a smaller, finer material. This is still pretty coarse, but I think it'll work. But if you have chunks larger than, like, let's say this, you know, you might want to break it up a little bit more. Now that you have the soil in the container, you're going to want to plant the seeds. For this container, I'm going to use spinach seeds. Some people just throw a ton of seeds in there and separate them all out when they're ready to plant them in their garden. But I like to let my plants get really, grow as large as they possibly can before planting them out. That way they're more healthy when I do put them in the soil. So I usually put, depending on how big the plant is, for spinach I'll put 2 to 4 seeds in evenly spaced areas of the container. But yeah, you're free to do either way. Usually they work out both fine, so just do whatever you feel comfortable with. If you like separating your plants, that's fine. If you'd rather just, have 2 or 3 big plants in one thing and just pot the whole thing into the ground, that's good too. So I'm going to plant my spinach seeds, probably about 4 in this container, in 4 different corners of the container. See, I got my spinach seeds in there, and the last thing left to do would be to water. I want to water it thoroughly, and might want to also plant your seeds a little deeper. Not too deep, because they're going to kind of sink down from the water, but just lightly cover them with soil. And there you go. Alright, so all there's left to do is to put a piece of tape and label your container and what you plan to do. You have it. That is your winter sowing container, and this way you don't have to use any indoor space or buy any lights, and it's very efficient because you don't have to check on it and harden it off the seedlings. Once they emerge, you just open the cover and they'll grow and grow and grow until you're ready to put them in the garden. And it makes it a very easy, efficient way to start your seedlings for the spring, especially your cool weather crops. Alright guys, that's my tutorial on winter sowing. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks. Bye.